This Sunday sees the first episode of My Life in Boxing released on the talkSPORT YouTube boxing channel. Let's have a look and see what we're going to see.
We used to spar in the front room, and 10 times out of 10, he used to give me a beating, and I thought, I'm going to get him back. I started training properly from when I was 7 years of age.
7 years
of age. Thought I won the fight, and it was a good fight, a close fight, but I thought I'd done enough to win it, and I think most people around at that time did as well. And I lost the gold medal, so I thought I'm turning pro.
You dreamt of being a world champion. You had it all taken away from you.
Yeah. This is something, by the way, that I love in the box, and I only very rarely talk about. It's difficult. And I thought, what else am I going to do with my life? I was going to be the next big thing in boxing. Come down, bam, lights go out. I felt bitter and twisted then.
There you go.
A lot of drinking, a lot of going out.
Did you ever think of taking your own life in that period?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, because I thought, what's it for? Yeah, it's tough. I now recognise that I was given a second shot at life and living a full life, a full, healthy life.
Didn't realise I was plugging Gareth Davis.
He's plugging me there, to be fair. He's plugging me there. That was my life in boxing.
Listen, I know you've loved doing this series, Spence.
I have loved it. And
Sounds like therapy, that, man. That looked really deep.
It was intense, mate. I'm not going to lie, right? So there's a box, right, with a boxer, especially with the journey that I went through, like there's a box that you lock these emotions in, you take the key out. You don't throw it away, you just take it out, and every now and then you open the box, and I open the box on that show, to be fair. It's Can
you imagine having therapy with that weasel?
Well,
not you, that other one, Lawrence Llewellyn-Bowen.
That was the big problem, mate. That was like a little therapy session, and I'm sitting here going, wow, I'm in here with Gareth, what's happening? But yeah, no, it's brilliant. I mean, we've done people like Dave Coldwell. It's not just the boxers. We go Dave Coldwell, Robin Reed, Thomas Treiber. Brilliant show.
But you're the dominant force in the show.
I am, mate.
Very good. Then I shall look forward to looking at. Shakur Stevenson, Josh Padley.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The winner in most people's minds from this particular fight would be Josh Padley.
Agreed.
Because he's the hero, he's the noble loser, and the economic benefits for him potentially transform opportunities for him.
I love it. He beat Turkey's favourite fighter in Mark Chamberlain on the undercard of Anthony Joshua, Daniel Dubois. He's done that. This kid's a part-time electrician, works as an electrician.
Not anymore.
Not anymore,
baby.
Anymore. And this is what it's all about, boxing and what's going on over in Saudi Arabia. These kids getting opportunity and hope. Life-changing money. It's happened to Josh Padley. 4 days' notice, he gets the phone call because Floyd Schofield has fallen ill. He's out of the fight. He's come in, and he was the winner. And he come in, so Shakur Stevenson come in, obviously, as the fans' favourite. They're all going there, pound for pound star. When they left, mate, Shakur getting booed, and he was getting cheered like it was a moral victory because he went in there and he give it a go and he give it everything. There was levels between the two of them. I think for Shakur, you're going, he's not really showing us anything.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, Adam. I mean, where can you be talked about as a pound-for-pound fighter with Shakur Stevenson and not ultimately deliver outcomes that befit that title?
Just on the Josh Padley thing, there's that brilliant speech in the film Gladiator, isn't there? Win the crowd. He won the crowd. He won the crowd. He lost the fight, but he won the hearts of the people. And I know that he's going to be well looked after now going forward, and this is going to be his career rather than being an electrician. So,
where can he go, Josh, by the way?
Absolutely fantastic.
And do you know what? Life-changing money he got as well for that opportunity to come in the show. I loved it. I loved everything about it. So, where can Josh Padley go from here? I think he's taken a lot from that. His stocks rose from the fact that he's gone in with...
Down to his bank manager, I want to be treated differently in his bank.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Oh, massively.
Not?
Listen, where's he from? Doncaster, isn't he? So he can get a nice house up there.
Get two.
You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised how much houses cost up the neck of the woods.
Really?
I've been looking up in Hull. Don't ask me why.
You're going to move up there, aren't you?
I'm not.
Oh,
no, I'm not.
That's all right. That's all right. You can both get the train down.
Yeah, we'll get looked after.
No, thank you.
Just on Stevenson, he is a beautiful technician, sensational boxer, but he's boring, right? Mm-hmm. And this is the key thing when we are looking at superstars of the sport. He might be on the pound-for-pound list, and people might say multi-weight world champion, he's going to beat this guy and he's going to beat that guy. But are people buying a ticket? Are people interested in what he's doing? He's too risk-averse. Even in this fight, he's too risk-averse. Someone like a Terence Crawford would take Josh Padley out in 2 or 3 rounds because he's an absolute savage in there.
Let's put someone in the weight division, someone like Gervonta Davis.
Take him out. He'd take him out. The problem is with Shakur Stevenson, and I know that he's close to Floyd Mayweather, but he's looking at the end... I was going to say
he's come out of that school, hasn't he?
He's looking at the end of the Floyd Mayweather.
Rather than the beginning.
The Money Mayweather, right?
Yeah.
And he skipped straight to Money Mayweather without giving us Pretty Boy Floyd.
Yeah.
Well, hang on a minute. Pretty Boy Floyd knocked out 20, 30 people before we got to the big stuff.
Yeah.
He skipped all that. He's got to do more in order to capture the imagination of the fan.
Mayweather had a bit of sting in his shots. That's what it was. He had that safety-first approach, and a boxing purist, he said, but what Shakur hasn't got, and that was evident and clear there, and I think Josh Padley said that when we spoke to him the following day, with no marks on his face, he said, he's got no punch power. He goes, so yeah, he's got that like Mayweather safety-first sort of style. We live in a world of entertainment today, and the people don't buy that. But yes, that is for the boxing purist, and you love watching what he does. But when you're talking about superstar status, you go, Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis would take him out icing. Because I think it's all about levels. Davis, him, for me, on what I saw
Before we wrap the show, I want to ask you boys about Virgil Ortiz Jr. and his performance against Madrimov.
Yeah, I thought it was a great performance.
Yeah, so did I.
I thought it was a brilliant performance. Madrimov is one of those guys, very, very awkward, very difficult to pin down, as Terence Crawford found out. But Terence Crawford is more of a technical boxer, and it was more of a chess match between them two. Whereas Virgil Hunter, he was going out there. Virgil Ortiz was going out there on the hunt, looking to close the gap, but he finished the show. I mean, it was a great performance. When you look at that, you go, Virgil Ortiz Jr., who I've always thought was a great fighter anyway, I go, looking at that there, his stock rose. The way he dealt with Madrimov, I thought it was a brilliant performance. Madrimov's a tricky guy. He cut the ring down well. He worked the body well. Shot selection was brilliant. He's a tough one to beat.
He ain't going to get it, but I'd love to see him in Terence Crawford.
I don't know if he will get it, mate, because Crawford's going to go up in.
He's going to fight the Canelo fight, isn't he? But I think
I like that. Yeah, I agree.
Where does Madrimov go? I mean, he's now lost 2-3 fights in a row.
Yeah. It's a difficult one, isn't it? Because he's a tough guy to beat, and that's the problem. You go when you're coming off a couple of losses, you're looking at the prospects coming through. The kid's gonna go, really? I don't want none of that. He's a tough guy to pin down. He's got that sort of like European style where he just keeps hitting, and you think the miles he must have done in that ring, by the way, was insane. He was non-stop the whole time. Tactically, he had it spot on, but it's going to be a tough road back for him because no one's going to want to go near him because it's the sort of style that makes everyone look bad, and you don't want to go there unless you have to go there. Credit to, like I say, Ortiz Jr. for taking the fight because it was always going to be a tricky one, and I thought that he excelled.
That's it for episode 109 of Talk Boxing with Simon Jordan, Spencer Oliver. Adam, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, gents.
And we'll see you guys next time we're out.